Hello, and welcome to Guided Towards Greatness at the Energetic Movement Collective. Welcome back. I am Julie Wynn, and we are wrapping up our 3 things that we can do to open up our realm of success and unlock the doors to our personal potential and possibilities, both for studio owners and for dancers. So we started with the importance of creating a vision board and the magic that creating a vision board has. And then we moved into the power of your gratitude list, how that can create such an amazing energetic shift in your life and bring you more joy, happiness, abundance, and more things to be grateful for. The third really simple thing is your I ams. And I think the I ams are so important, especially now in this day and age where we have technologies and we have likes and we have followers and unfollowers and all of these things, that the grander message that I think that we are constantly being bombarded with is that we are not good enough, I am not worthy enough, I am not talented enough, all of these other people are doing it, there's no way that I can do it too, blah, 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 blah. So the I am is important because you have this master and this knowing and this knowledge and this magic and this potential for unlimited possibilities inside of you. And you have to be the only one to unlock that. I thought about it in one of my coaching tools that, when we are babies, we are held, and everybody who holds us loves us, and they see this potential, and there's this curiosity of what is this baby going to do, and how are they going to live, and we project this amazing love and hope and joy upon this newborn baby. And then as we grow up, we don't see the world looking at us like that, like they did when we were a baby. But that is just because there is a change in our perception as we get older. There's more things around us. So we stop seeing the love and the potential and the hope that there is for us. So your I ams brings you back to this knowing and the strength and this power that you have inside of yourself. So your I ams, sometimes people have a hard time with them because they feel like they're being cocky, and they feel weird saying it. And my thing is, you're only going to do great things in this world if you're confident and you know who you are and where you are in this moment. Where are you in this stage of your life? Because for me, who I was when I was 20 and 21 is not who I am, when I was 31, and it's not who I am now that I'm a mother and a wife. So your I ams can grow, and you're constantly a person who is evolving and experiencing the world in different forms and different shapes and different sizes and different experiences in your life. So these are all things to be celebrated. And the more love you have to give, the more love you can give others. And you cannot expect and receive love at the level that is there for you, waiting to come at you the way people looked at you the same way when you're a baby, if you don't love yourself. Or if when somebody gives you a compliment, you say, no, I'm not pretty, or I'm not smart, or I'm not whatever, because you don't believe it. So the other important part of the I am is it is who you are, and it unlocks the gift and this potential for how you are going to inspire the world, just by being you. I think living your authentic life and your authentic self is the best thing that you can do for this world. We don't all have to have these grand ideas and plans and have a bajillion followers and what likes on Facebook and Instagram and whatever else there is out there. I think the beauty and the magic starts by knowing who you are, how you want to show up in the world, and I think the biggest compliment you can get is every time I'm with you, I feel inspired, or I want to be a better version of myself, or thank you for your generosity, you're so generous or loving. So little things that you can do in your day to inspire other people, and it should be effortless, and the effortless comes from the knowing of who you are already. So your I ams can look like this. I am talented. I am creative. I am a great dancer. I am compassionate. I am passionate. I am a good friend. I am a good mother. I am always evolving. I am curious about the world. I am an adventurer. I am messy. I am not put together all the time. I am perfectly imperfect. I am growing. I am learning. I am an amazing writer. I am all of these things. I am smart. I am strong. I am worthy. Yeah, all of these things that you are. And the more you can get centered into this knowing of who you are, the more things are going to show up for you, the more inner peace you're going to have, and the more, actually, here's a little side note. The more I do my I ams, the less judgmental I am. And now that I'm getting onto the side of kind of really not judgy at all compared to how I used to be, it's amazing. And just that in itself is worth the time put into doing my I ams. Because the more solid I am in myself, the less I want to judge and criticize anybody else. And in that vein, the more I know and love myself, the less other people's judgments about me don't really infect me. And I chose infect, not affect, because I think other people's judgments can get into your system and change the way you think about yourself and what you think is possible. And the more self-love and knowing that I have about who I am, where I am in my life, and what I'm doing, and the gifts that I have to offer on just a small level, other people's judgments don't infect me, where they used to infect me. Now they can affect me a little bit because I'm human, but they're not getting deep into the core of who I am, kind of shaking and rattling things up the way they used to. And try it. I am guilty of being, when I look back at my past self, I was judgy and critical of everybody and everything. And in return, I was getting judged and criticized equally as much. And yeah, and I think now in this stage of life, I'm learning how to live in a state of non-judgment, which is awesome and cool, but definitely different. But I highly recommend it. So you just love people more when you're not judging them, and you can honor and see people where they are, and know that, yeah, when the more love you have for yourself, the more real love that you can give for everybody else. And instead of trying to change people or judge people, you kind of are able just to honor them where they are and come from more of a place of empathy and love versus criticism and judgment, which I think empathy and love sounds way much better than criticism and judgment. So yeah, but it definitely, all of this stuff takes a minute to get there if you are coming from a place where I was. Some people are way more advanced and have been doing it a lot longer, and I'm hoping that as I continue the practice, it's going to bring me to a deeper level of awareness and knowing, and reveal even more gifts and talents that I have, and how I can continue to inspire and impact not only my own life and my family lives, but the people that I come into contact with as well. So your vision board, your gratitude list, and your I ams. They sound really, really simple and kind of hokey. They are simple, may sound hokey, not, but I'm telling you, these 3 simple, easy things are 1, fun, 2, expand the realm of possibility for you, and 3 are the really key things that help to create big shifts in your life, and bring you in a state of more joy, happiness, curiosity for what is possible, and, pardon my language, but shit starts happening for you. Shit that you never, ever, 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 ever thought possible now, because you set up the intention to dream big. Bless you. Now that you set up the intention to dream big, to visualize, to feel, to be grateful, and to know your self-worth and to know you're worthy of living this amazing life. And for the dancers, again, your I ams are so important, because we are always in a state of not being good enough. And within that vein of not being good enough, then our mind wants us to search externally for things that are going to get us to our goal, whether it's other studios or other teachers or whatever it is. But the real work has to come from within. You have to know that you are worthy. You have to know that you are talented. You have to know the gifts that you bring to your team. You have to know the possibilities and tap into this feeling of potential that is here for you. It is, but you have to be willing to do the work and to feel your worth. And you can go to different places and you can meet other teachers, and yes, they may be able to say something that you've heard before, but say it in a different way that really kind of gets to you and causes you to move a little differently or think about life a little bit differently. So I'm not shutting down searching for experiences that are going to be beneficial for you, but I think the real magic comes from you creating time and space and allowing yourself to sit in the glory of who you are, and to really think about yourself and the gifts that you have. And then when it comes to purpose too, I think everybody's searching for meaning and purpose, and what you have to give really isn't that satisfying if it's not being received as a gift of service to others. You know, so who loves to hear positive praise? Like, you inspired me, or I loved your courage, or I love how you're always chasing happiness and doing things that make you feel alive, or I love however you inspire other people. Those types of things need to be magnified, because that brings you to your purpose, and your purpose is then through dance and sharing your talents with other people. But by sharing your talents with other people, it's causing a greater ripple effect of love and confidence and inspiration. And then in that vein, why your I ams are important is because if you're really going to inspire other people, you have to be confident in yourself and your abilities, and allow yourself to be also inspired by other people too. And then in that game, we all arise together, and we all can identify our own personal superpowers that we have without feeling any lack within ourselves if we see somebody else who has a different superpower that we just don't have. So your three things are vision boards and gratitude lists and your I am. So get to work. Please tell me how it's changed your life, if you feel a shift, what your goals and dreams are, what you want to have more of in your life. I would love to hear kind of the work that you're personally doing and kind of where you are in your life, and the more stories that we share with one another and these nuggets of inspiration, again, the more people that we can inspire together. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to listen. So if you're watching this means that you too are a seeker and a searcher for more meaning, purpose, love, passion, and abundant living. So I want to honor that in you, because it really is amazing that the more internal work that we do, the more love that we can give to the external world, and the more we look at our soul and what lights us up and what ignites us, the more passion and energy we have to do the things that were meant for us, to share our unique gifts and to love more deeply, to experience the world in a way that we have never experienced the world before, and experience people compassionately and empathetically and lovingly, and being inspired by other people. And yeah, it's good. It is a good place to be. So continue your search, continue doing the work, and know that there are so many people, there are so many coaches here to support and to offer nuggets of wisdom or motivation. So I honor the work that you are doing, and I honor who you are, and thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. So thank you. Feel free to share, and I don't know, every video has a weird little ending. I don't know what that's about, but maybe it'll keep going. All right, namaste and have a great day. Thank you. I think that's enough for today.